let's talk about the fidelity bond.
What is a fidelity bond?
Okay.
So
what is it?
So
how do you explain it to people?
So basically what I tell them is it's similar to an insurance policy that's protecting the participants that have money in the plan.
From theft.
From
or
fraud
dishonesty.
or dishonesty. And so the fidelity bond, the DOL, they require that it's 10% of plan assets at the beginning of the year. So a lot of insurance providers offer what's called an inflation guard, where it automatically adjusts. Would you say that a fidelity bond's expensive?
No. Would you?
No.
Okay.
3-year period, couple $100 typically, depending on the assets in the plan.
Yeah. So it's only covering up to 10% of assets.
Right.
10% of assets up to $500,000. I think there's an exception to that if you have some non-qualified assets like securities in there.
Yeah, that's correct.
But one of the questions that I get, it's not expensive. I mean, especially when you first start a plan. I mean, I think the most expensive I've seen might be $500 a year.
Yeah, somewhere
if that.
there.
What does get expensive, and we'll come back to this, is fiduciary liability insurance. I do want to touch on that because most of the time, if you're going to an actual fidelity bond carrier, it's going to ask you for that fiduciary liability insurance. Typically, what Kasey and I and our team tells everyone is check with, like, Travelers is a big insurance company, right? They have a fidelity bond offering. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, and sometimes it's embedded in another insurance policy.
Yeah.
But it should be listed out. So, I always tell people before you go buy one, check with a couple of your insurance providers to see if you happen to have one.
Yeah, and we kind of say the same thing. If you're tacking it on, even if you don't have it and you're tacking it on with someone that you have other policies, you could maybe get a discount there or whatever. So always start with who your current relationship is with insurance, and if they don't offer it or you don't have access, then you can reach out and we can make some recommendations as well.